Doing another draft here. I'm Prez Jesus. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you see, give the video a like and a subscribe. If you have any thoughts about how the draft goes, definitely leave a comment. And we are waiting on our last person here. Okay. So, a couple interesting ones. Rakdos joins up, I think is a fine card. Maybe more of a splash card. Scorching Shot is pretty solid removal that requires you to be heavy in red. Alchemist is a really just solid 2-drop that lets you punch through damage. Intimidation Campaign is a pretty fun one. I have not gotten to play with this card yet, so even though this might be like a better card, I kind of want to try this one, so it's a rare. You don't get to play with it as often. So yeah, we'll try it out. Here, let's see. Ooh, we've got a Paladin. Forsaken Miner wouldn't be terrible, but I I don't think that the aggro decks are super good in this format, so this does nothing unless you can get some kind of sack value from it. Maybe it gets a few points of damage in. The Outlaw Stitcher, I think, is probably fine as well. Blue, not really the best color, but I think I'm just going to go with the Paladin because that has just been a really good card for me every time I've gotten to play it. And here, three really good black cards. Pretty good Is It card from my perspective, but Is It is the weakest color pair, so ideally one you're splashing for. I don't know what this is. I mean, this might actually not be the worst thing in the world. It is pretty expensive, though. I think we're just going to take the Blood Hustler. And, yeah, Murder and Desert Stew are both excellent cards, but. Okay. And here. Snakeskin Veil is pretty good in green. There aren't really a ton of good options here, so I'm just going to take the Desert. Since if we end up in black green or black red, it'll help us splash either one of these cards. Back for More has been pretty good for me. Cactarantula also quite good. And the Tumbleweed. Yeah, I think we just take Back for More here. Now we've got two kind of reanimation spells. We can maybe go for some kind of Jund Reanimator. Seems like a fun start. Always like the green-black decks, so. Okay, here there is really not much. Fake Your Own Death could be an option. We could take this green-white desert as kind of like a speculative desert, and I think that's what we're going to do here. We don't know that we're splashing red. Maybe we'll open a really good white card. So, and you can't ever go too wrong with these deserts. This card I don't think is really playable. Yeah, we're not seeing any good green cards, so maybe green will end up being the splash. I think the Raven is fine. Not like super exciting, but it's not the worst card. And then here, Yeah, I mean, even if we weren't in green and black, there just aren't any great cards here. I guess we could try the Pulverizer. Fake Your Own Death. Maybe we give this a try. I feel like I say this in so many drafts. Oh, let's give Fake Your Own Death a try. And we don't end up playing it, but we can take the muscle here. It's mostly just filler, but not the worst thing. And Mourner Surprise has been pretty decent. I think here we could take the Lone Shark, we could take the Trick Shot, or the Desert. I kind of like staying open and taking the Desert here. I don't think I really want to play this card, but yeah, we're just going to take the rare draft there. Okay. And Dust Animus, that is a good card. Buried in the Garden, also quite good. Servant of the Stinger is not been bad. The Cactarantula has been okay. I think we probably take the Pillage the Bog. It has been just a very solid way of digging for an answer. You're often looking at like the top 10 cards. But I'm not sure if that's the best card. Like if we were playing correctly, maybe we take the Cactarantula or the Servant. The Dust Animus, though, is quite the bomb. Yeah, maybe we give this a try. And here I think we can take the... We don't have much good removal, so even though I really like the Badlands Revival, we already kind of have a couple reanimation type effects, so I think we just take the solid removal spell here. And here we could either decide to pivot to like Abzan, in which case we take the Griff, take that, or we could just take the Murder variant, which it's clear that we're pretty strongly in black, so I think that's a pretty safe bet that we can take that. And we'll just take another one. So this one, Lazav is quite good. Stable Master is fine. Don't necessarily have fixing for Lazav. Maybe we actually just take the Red Rock Sentinel here, or let's take the Stable Master. It's a fine card. Maybe the Red Rock Sentinel will wheel even. So a few other good options here. Dance of the Tumbleweeds can help us with the splashing. This card has impressed me when I've gotten to play with it. And we do have a few things that make tokens, right? We've got the Unfortunate Accidents, the Fake Your Own Death, the Mourner Surprise. So yeah, I kind of like taking that. And here, I think we just... Options are Conduit Pylons, the Griffin, Humiliate. This card is definitely good if you have the support for it, but we don't really have a lot of good support for it. Humiliate's also fine, but I don't think it's worth splashing for. So we could be splashing green here. But I think we just take the Desert. And I'm happy to take one copy of the Gigapede. Especially it goes well with the Rakdos joins up. So we're kind of looking like maybe we're splashing this. Maybe we have a bit of a white splash going on. Oh, nice. So we could get a second copy of this, but I think just taking the land is a safer play. Because even if we have to cut this, like this is a synergy card. If we don't have any synergies for it, it's not too good. And I will take another one. So I think we're actually pretty strong now on the green, black, splashing white, splashing red. Like we can pretty much play anything but blue. And I think we reasonably happy with it. I'll play a townsfolk if we end up more heavy on white. And the Sentinel did wheel, so that'll help us with splashing even more. Okay. Not really a bunch of good cards here. We could take the Mesa, but I think I would rather take the Dance of the Tumbleweeds here. It's tricky. This kind of helps us with splashing, but it's really more of a, you know, a 6/6 or bigger. Now let's go with the Dance. Oko, Thief of Crowns. I think we really want to try to play this card. Yeah. West Retstein. Another great pickup. So now we kind of start looking at how we can play this easier, and maybe we end up dropping the red. But yeah, this is such a powerful card that really seems like it's worth okay. Got a red white, we've got an Eartha Joe, Tyrant Scorn. I think now we just take the fixing. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're at 21 non-land playables. So we do need a couple more, but I think we can get there. Could actually even play the Eroded Canyon as like a double splash land. I like Make Your Own Luck. I haven't really gotten to play with it much myself, but it seems like a powerful card. The other option is the Cornucopia, though. And since we're splashing so much, I think the Cornucopia is fine for us to take here. And, ooh, the Oasis or the Badlands Revival. I want to be greedy at this point and take the Badlands Revival. Shoot the Sheriff versus Throw from the Saddle. How many creatures do we have? 12. We have enough, I think, instant speed stuff that Throw from the Saddle I'm fine taking here. And here I think we just kind of pick up whatever. Only Arroyo actually is potentially a playable one. And I don't think we're going to play this, but we'll grab it. Take the Buzzard. For this guy. I think we've got our deck here, and we just need to make a few cuts. So we are at... Okay. We will dig into deck building. Okay, so we've got 2 cuts potentially to make, and let's kind of bring that in as, like, if we do end up splashing white, that's probably one of the cards that would make it. But we could cut, keep the Dust Animus. And then we've got the blue-red is like a double splash land, so kind of like a colorless in a way. Black-white helps with the Dust Animus. This is also kind of a double splash, so a little awkward. Let's look at how many sources we've got here. So 5, 6, 7 black sources, definitely not enough. And we definitely take the island out. So 6, 7, 8.5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. Yeah, I don't think we can play both of these splash ones, so I think the question is which one is better. Also, do we even play the Rakdos joins up? We lose a lot of desert value there if we don't. So I think we are incentivized to play it. Yeah. I think we are more incentivized to cut this and have this be our double splash, since the Dust Animus is something we might want to try to plot earlier in the game versus the Rakdos joins up isn't. And also Oko is better. We can play it early. Give us another green source. So then we're at 6, 7, 8.5, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then what's our actual distribution here? Yeah. So is there anything we're missing out on? If we look at like the Baron here, what does it give us? 1, 2. And how many creatures? Fake Your Own Death is not looking great here, which I guess I always feel like I end up saying. Though we have quite a bit of like, actually we have a lot of synergy with it. The Rutstein, the Commando, the Gigapede, the Paladin. The Muscle could be replaceable, but I think we don't want to get too far off of green-black. So like having this as a black card is fine. Is the Silver Deputy necessary? Does obviously help with the splashing, but we also have the Red Rock Sentinel. So maybe we actually do bring in the either the Buzzard or the Bertram. I feel like we have a decent amount of incidental value here, and the sack effect isn't nothing. Plus the Red Rock Sentinel has a nice little combo there. So one other, I guess, thing that is only just now occurring to me is that we don't have any self-mill. So it's hard for us to actually leverage all of these. If that's the case, is it worth bouncing the Rakdos joins up? I want to try it out. So even though I don't think this is maybe the best play here, doesn't seem terrible. And if we're playing this, I do feel like the Prosperity Tycoon seems pretty good as well. So maybe we ditch. Let's see. Maybe we do ditch the overzealous muscle. It's just kind of like a mediocre thing that can. I mean, we do have quite a bit of deserts, so like we can probably trigger this pretty often. But we already have a decent amount of top end fatties, so if they have indestructible or not isn't a huge difference from my perspective. We're still pretty light on creatures, so this is like we're effectively at 12 creatures, I guess. This is kind of like a creature. Yeah, maybe the throw from the saddle isn't at its best here. Okay, well, I think guess we go with this. I could also see an argument to replace the throw from the saddle, but getting rid of removal definitely doesn't feel good. But Yeah, let's try this and see how it goes. Okay. Well, I guess we go Swamp, Conduit Pylons, into Raven, into Dust Animus. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Do we... do we actually play that? Yeah, I guess we wanna be able to play on curve here, so we lose a ping value, but that's okay. And then here, I think we want to play the Mirage Mesa so we can play this on turn 5. So we'll play Mirage Mesa plus the Raven. Seems fine. And I think we'll name blue here. So now we should be able to, next turn, plot this. Turn after that, Dust Animus. I guess we do this now. Play the Red Rock Sentinel. Next turn, we can Dust Animus into Spinewood's Paladin, and that's pretty good. Okay, they are searching up maybe a 4-drop. So, well, if that's what they're doing, I feel a lot better. Okay, and I don't think we need that. Play the Dust Animus. Play the Spinewood Paladin. And now we just are hoping that they don't have a Wrath. Because it's going to be pretty hard to beat what we have right now. Isa, Hellraiser. Okay. And I think we just flash in the Gigapede next turn. Or end of turn. Could also draw with the Red Rock Sentinel. I just want to make another, like, lethal threat here. Also makes our Dust Animus lethal on its own. I didn't think about the crime being committed. Murdering the Dust Animus makes sense. They probably wanted to do that. So those are both lethal threats, so they are going to have to block here, which is good. And then we can play a land. Honest Rutstein. And we could play... I think it makes the most sense just to get the Dust Animus back, right? Otherwise we play the Paladin, but the Dust Animus is like such a difficult to deal with card. And next turn we could maybe draw, or end of turn we could maybe draw here. Okay, they're gonna kill our Honest Rutstein, that's fine. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, yep. We are gonna sacrifice a forest here. Then we will play out the Animus. Play this out. And we'll search for a forest since we, I guess, it's pretty tempting to just take a desert out here. No reason to attack. They have to kill the Dust Animus, and if we draw another desert, then we just win. It definitely was an option to search for an untapped land here, so we could have 2 more threats, but I think making the whatchamacallit, making drawing a desert a lethal thing is just too good here. I do think we want to draw another card. And I think we'll take out the Conduit Pylon here. Okay. So here I think we attack with both. Interesting. That is a strange block. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That's fine. That makes sense why they blocked like they did. They surveilled 1, so they must have drawn some kind of answer. Okay, that's not bad. The good thing is that the Prosperity Tycoon, I can sacrifice the treasures. And here I'm going to sacrifice a swamp. Mourner's Surprise can get us back the Gigapede, right? And then we can play it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that should be lethal. All right, nice. So that one ended up going pretty well, and hopefully we can have similar luck in our draws. Okay, I think we keep this. If we draw any land, we can play both the Accident and plot the Paladin. And we do have a turn 2 play, even if it's not super strong. And if we draw one of our blue sources, we may be able to even play a turn 3 Oko, which should be pretty tough to beat. I don't think there's any Planeswalker removal in the set. Maybe Indomitable Creativity, I guess. Can target any permanent, but... Okay, we will start with a black land. we should have 3 draws to draw a another land for us. Here we're going to save this for value since we don't have a 3-drop that we could cast with this. And that was a pretty good draw. Play this out. And I think we'll just attack with the Raven, because I think it's pretty likely they're going to be able to saddle this thing. Ooh, that is pretty good. So I think next turn we're going to want to unfortunate accident the Miriam. Oh, that makes it easier. Yeah, and we'll just do that now. And we can attack. Yeah, the Miriam is definitely the best aggro enabling card. Play it on turn 2. Have some good mounts like this. This is one of the scariest decks, I think, to play against, because the other aggro decks I don't think have the punching power that this one does. And they actually missed an attack there with their homestead, which is pretty good. Here, I think we just play the paladin. And well, oh, okay, they have priority because of the crew. And we could hit them for 2 in the air, or we could hold these back to double block the airings. I think we just hit them for 2 in the air. We've got some good plays coming up. We've got another murder. We have the Tycoon. If we ever draw a blue source, Oko. And they only have 1 good attacker right now. Okay, so yeah, now they can attack us for 7. And I'm sure they'll... Oh, nice. I think this is the first time I've seen an opponent not hit there. So that's pretty cool. I think we hold back here. Oh, I kind of want to use the unfortunate accident now. Before they can have a protection spell. I think we just hold back here and plan on blocking the airings. If they use a trick, we can unfortunate accident. If they don't, then we just let damage happen. And we might be able to blow them out with some kind of 1/1 counter on each creature target player controls. Okay. I think I do this now. It looks like they have... Yeah, this was kind of my fear, is that they would have one of these protection spells that green-white has, Snakeskin Veil and Take Up the Shield. So we're kind of getting punished here. We can triple block the airings now, though, and then all they have is the homestead. So that's not the worst thing. Yeah, and I do think if they have steer clear, they get us, but yep, we are, I think, pretty unlucky. We've only drawn a single land this game. Though we wouldn't be able to cast either of these spells anyways. But if we had 1 more land, the back for more would be pretty good. Be able to take out the Entertainer, and then they would have to play another creature to crew their homestead. Oh, I guess, yeah, they exiled our paladin, so never mind about that. Yeah. Getting a red source would be pretty nice. The only untapped one we could get would be the conduit pylons, I think. Ooh, them having their own prosperity tycoon is pretty bad. Um, think we block like this. Okay, that was the draw that we needed. Throw from the saddle seems pretty good. So the question is like, what is the play that we make here? I tap out and Rakdos joins up on the Prosperity Tycoon. I could back for more and kill their Prosperity Tycoon. I could cast Oko and Elkify their Tycoon. That doesn't seem particularly good. I kind of like... Okay, if I kill their... Yeah, the bad thing is no matter what, we're kind of having to tap out no matter what. Okay, I think we do this. We hope they don't have removal, I guess. And we do our own Prosperity Tycoon. And if they have removal, we just die. Okay, well, we're not just dead, at least. Okay. They have actually been pretty unlucky with their draws here. So I could play Oko, Elkify their Sterling Supplier, and then shoot it with a throw from the saddle. But then we're pretty much dead on the crackback. Otherwise, I can back for more our own Prosperity Tycoon, make it fight their Sterling Supplier. Yeah, I just feel like we're treading water here. We just need a little breathing room, but they have been able to constantly have pressure. Like, neither of us are drawing lands, so every turn they're drawing another spell. And we're dead here to a creature plus removal. But yeah, we just need one turn where they don't have a play that puts us on the back foot. Okay. Okay, I think this is what we needed. And play this. Oh no, they have priority? That's unfortunate. Well, I don't think we can play around anything, so we have to shoot their townsfolk here and hope that this kills it and that they can't play yet another creature to crew their homestead. Come on. Okay, well that was good. Cactarantula. Yeah, I'm really regretting that we didn't trade for the homestead before because it's just been a constant thorn in our side. It basically... yeah. And we're pretty much dead here. Fake your own death would have been good a couple turns ago, maybe, but now we're back to chump mode. If I play this, yeah, I should have blocked with the Sentinel, I guess. Um, can I draw anything here? If I draw, I have 3 lands. I don't think I have any removal that I could get. I guess I technically do. That's unfortunate. I guess we just die now.
Welcome to the feast.
Yeah, that's game over. Pretty sad game. I feel like if we just had one turn of them whiffing, then we can stabilize with the Oko, but we had to keep playing creatures to prevent them from dealing lethal to us. And I think we can kind of trace it back to I made a block to kill their Erinx, and that has 3 toughness. If I had made a block to kill their Homestead, the reason why this was such a problem is the 5 toughness. So yeah, close game. But on to the next one. Okay. We keep and we name black probably. We could have held on to that for a bit longer, but here I think we just play this out. If we don't draw a 4th land, we basically lose, I think. Okay, this isn't actually too bad for us, right? Sure. The fake your own death could be pretty good there, but yeah. It'll be pretty frustrating if we can't draw 1 land in 4 draw steps, but it is what it is, I guess. Okay, yeah. I mean, we're pretty unlucky that that happened, but I think we're at over 80% chance to draw a land there, maybe even higher. Might be like 85 or 90%, but yeah. Sometimes you just get, mana screwed. It happens. Our opponent doesn't seem to have too much going on here, so it's definitely a good game for that to happen. And if we can just draw 2 lands in a row here, but we can't. Yeah. We really just need one land. One land gets us the Prosperity Tycoon, but yeah, definitely tilting. And the problem is that because we have so many... Yeah, I mean, this is pretty ridiculous, honestly. If I play this, they just kill it again. If I play this, they probably use a removal spell because I haven't played a single creature except for this. Yeah, they're killing it. Yeah, I mean, there's literally nothing we could do. This game is probably like a 1 in 100 chances, maybe 1 in 95 chances that happens. But sometimes it be like that, I guess. I mean, we're not technically dead here, but we do have to play our Dust Animus out. We are dead to any interaction, any pump spells, but we are not technically dead right now. But the fact that they have priority, I guess technically they could be holding priority because their varmint can kill their own treasure. But yeah, if we had just drawn, yeah, okay. We literally just needed to draw one land within the first 5 turns, and this game is fine. And we didn't draw our land until like turn 7 or 8. So yeah, that is very frustrating because I think where we should be losing to variance is due to our colors, not due to not drawing a fourth land in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8 turns. Oh well. Brush ourselves off and get ready for the next. Okay, I think we'll keep. Based on our luck this run, we won't draw land for the rest of the game, but you know, let's make sure. Yeah, we do have 17 lands, so. And it looks like we are gonna get pretty unlucky. We drew a 6-drop and a 5-drop. And okay, we actually drew a land, which is pretty surprising. And we're just gonna send our guy in here because I don't want to trade him. 2 Thunder Lassos. Alright. So yeah, I mean, we're just gonna do this now in case they have a protection spell. And the Lonely Arroyo is fine, right? That will allow us to play our Oko. So we play the Lonely Arroyo. Next turn we can Gigapede their Pixie. Well, I guess we can't. Yeah, I think we might actually die here. If they don't block, they're dead here. Could play Oko and make food. And then we only die to some kind of 4 hasty power. Otherwise, I can play the Gigapede. End of turn. I think getting the Oko online seems pretty good. And it should be pretty difficult for them to kill us through the Oko. They're going for it. I don't think there's a +4 trick, so... So not sure why they didn't play that on their turn, but I can Gigapede the Lackey right here and hit them for 5. That certainly seems risky. I think we just create a food token here and attack. Yep, that's fine. And then I do think here we plot the paladin and eat the food. Because once again, like, we're basically preventing their pixie from dealing damage to us. If they have the act of treason, then I guess they get us. Okay, nice. Yeah, that would have been a frustrating one to lose with the other game before it also happening. All right. This seems like a good hand. Any land gets us the Oko through the conduit pylons filtering. Okay, no more lands, please. And then I think we actually attack here because the fake your own death is fine. Okay. Next turn we can start playing Oko and plussing it. Though I don't really want to do that into open mana, so if they just pass here, we... Okay, that, yeah, it's fine. So we will play the Oko and plus it. And it'll be pretty hard for them to kill this turn. And next turn we have the Prosperity Tycoon. We could, if they don't attack Oko, we could steal their Lazav. We could also Elkify their Lazav. Okay, that's fine, no blocks. And we can actually Elkify our own food token here. This card is so stupid. Oh, they have their own Planeswalker. Okay, so here I could actually kill their Jace. But I think I prefer...
Oh dear.
Oh, I guess we can kill the Jace here. Yeah, I think that's what we do. And then we play the Prosperity Tycoon. And we'll just chump the Lazav or whatever with the token. And we could Elkify. The problem with Elkifying their creatures is that they do get value from it. So we'll just make another food token.
It's not poison.
Play our Cornucopia. And then pass here. And hold up Fake Your Own Death. Okay. We will Fake Our Own Death here. Okay. Then I can Rakdos joins up plus Elkify my own thing, right? We'll Elkify our food.
Let's broaden your existence.
And pass turn here. Next turn we have the Gigapede. Nice. Could also just Elkify their Lazav at this point.
I invite you to change your ways.
And I don't want to attack yet. It is awkward that the two creatures we want to Elkify are creatures that add counters, so yeah. That's okay though. We'll just double block with our Elks. I don't want to risk the Blood Hustler. Okay, nice. Okay, so 0-2 into 3-0. Feel like we should have won one of those losses we had if we had just drawn a land. But all in the past now. This is not a keeper. This one is fine though. And I think we actually ditched the... I think we ditched the Raven here. Just because any green will allow us to play Oko. The Raven isn't doing too much unless we draw other things anyways. Yeah, and this card has been pretty bad in our deck. I just don't think we have enough creatures. Okay, so next turn we can play our Tycoon, or we could get rid of their Servant of the Stinger. But I like playing the Tycoon so that our Fake Your Own Death does something. And playing the Fake Your Own Death means that we can play Oko. Okay. Yeah, I think we play this guy out. Next turn we might Consuming Ashes the Djinn. Shoot the Sheriff, that's pretty good. I'm not going to block if they want to sacrifice it. I mean, they might get something good, but I'm not just going to sacrifice things to their Servant of the Stinger. And we have a Consuming Ashes, so whatever they get, we can probably remove. Okay, not playing the Djinn. It's kind of interesting. We start by attacking here. We'll play the Blood Hustler and hold up a Fake Your Own Death. Okay. Well, I'm not going to use removal into that much open mana, so I will attack with a Blood Hustler and see how they respond to that. I guess we Fake Your Own Death here. It plays around the Quench better. Obviously, if they have removal, then it's pretty bad for us, but okay, nice. Okay, that worked out really well for us. I'm not going to play the Oko into a counterspell. Okay, so one of the cards they took was a land. Back, and then the other was back for more, which is a quite the nice draw for them, but sometimes it'd be like that, I guess. At least the other card they got was a land. I think we Consuming Ashes while the coast is clear. Just hit them for one. And now we can actually just Gigapede, right? Or do we? I think we Oko here. Because I want to keep playing around Quench. And I'm going to play this now, maybe to bait out their Quench. Yep. That's the quench. And then we are going to make food here so that they definitely can't kill Oko without using like a combat trick or something. Because if we Elkify our token here and then they kill it, then they get to kill Oko. Even though Badlands Revival does allow us to get our Oko back, I think we actually let this happen. Because next turn, we make the food into an elk. And we hold up our Gigapede.
Oh dear.
And now we're in pretty good shape. If we can ever draw a green mana, then we'll be feeling pretty happy. I could play the Gigapede now, but I would prefer to... So, like, if they draw a counter spell or something, then they kind of get us. Okay. And let's see how they attack here before... Okay, they are both sitting both at Oko. That's fine. Oh, no, that's not fine. We're gonna get the Oko now. So I guess... Yeah, that didn't really change too much about what our play was. Like, if we had played it before or after, I guess it would have... Yeah, we did kind of get punished there because they were able to give the Menace twice, right? So... And we'll start by sacrificing the Gigapede. And then... Mourners surprise the Blood Hustler back. Or the Tycoon. I think I like the Blood Hustler a little more. And next turn we can Badland Revivals our Oko. I think we're in pretty good shape here unless they draw the Destroy All Creatures spell. Visage Bandit. And I'll sacrifice the food. And I will also Rutstain. I think Badlands Revival works better. I think we Badlands Revival, Gigapede, and the Oko. Kill their Rattleback. Yeah, okay. Nice. So, I'm glad that our deck has kind of gotten to do its thing a couple times, because those first couple games were... I mean, the first two losses we had were... I felt like... I think we won the first game. Regardless, I definitely felt like this deck was better than a 1-2 deck. Or a 1-3 deck, so... Nice that we've been able to make a comeback. Okay, let's see. This is a keeper because we can play Oko. If we draw an untapped land, then we'll do 2-drop into Oko. But, yeah. Oh, wait, that was stupid of me. We could have gone 2-drop into Oko anyways. Yeah, that was a really huge mistake, I think, and it's going to cost us. Because where we would be right now is we would have our Stable Master out on the battlefield tapped. Next turn, we'd be able to play our Spinewoods Paladin. So, yeah, we are super far behind because of that misplay and a sequencing error, I would call it. Yep. Yeah, we would be in so much better shape if we had this out on the battlefield right now. Okay, enough crying. We are going to alkify our food. And I think we will play our Stable Master here and pass. We don't really need the Stable Master, so I'm fine to trade it. And they would need 2 removal spells to kill Oko, which probably won't happen. And they only have 1 decent attacker, so okay, yep. And I think we actually block the Vault Plunder here because they could have Fake Your Own Death, which would allow them to kill the Oko. And now I think we go... We could Elkify their Newt, but I think we just create a food token here and play our 5/4 Trampler. Because, yeah, Elkifying their Newt doesn't... The only thing it helps is it turns off its flashback ability or whatever. It has to hit us to get that flashback ability. And the only way they can hit us is by killing our creatures. So, like, this doesn't actually do much. Yeah, so... And then if we draw a... well, I think we actually just... Okify here. Our food.
Oh dear.
We could get back the Paladin, but I think I want to... Consuming Ashes their Haunting. Or hold up Consuming Ashes as a removal for a trick. Like, they have to keep doing stuff if they want Oko to get off the battlefield. So, yeah. Any game where we get to cast Oko before the turn we die, it's going to be very difficult for our opponents to win. Because it is a broken card. Okay, the Lockpicker. And we are going to remove that. We also could have Elkified it, but I think removing it is fine. And I do think we want to draw this, so we're going to just create a food token. I'm just going to do this main phase. And Yeah, they will be able to murder our Gigapede, but I'm not really too worried about that. Okay, nice. Yeah. Oko too strong, confirmed. And getting to do yet another one. Right, 5 and 2. Able to recover from our unfortunate mana screw games. Thanks to the raw power of Oko. Yeah, I don't really think this is worth splashing, but it's fun. Uh, Reanimating things is just cool. It would be nice if this could target their graveyard as well. So, but like since it's a rare, it could maybe do a little more. But I feel like red reanimation, like black red, kind of has that in its color pie. Okay, next turn we'll just play the Sentinel and the Lonely Arroyo. Yeah. I'm definitely glad that we took the Oko, even though it was like a splash that we hadn't planned for. Bombs like that are just so good that it's worth making your deck a little worse, I think. I think we just plot this and say go. We could attack here. I don't hate that, actually. Because we have 2 reanimation spells and no creatures in the graveyard, so... this isn't reanimation, but yeah. Yeah, the Treasure Dredger is also a card I haven't gotten to play with really, but seems pretty good. And enables these kind of janky splash decks. I'm just going to attack here. I'm fine trading this with anything. And then we can play the Commando. And then we'll just hold up our unfortunate accident. And I don't really want to sacrifice any lands. I guess I'd be okay sacrificing a forest. They thought about keeping that on top, but it's not worth it. Yeah, I think if they don't do anything end of turn, I will sacrifice a forest here. Because that also allows us to play Rakdos joins up. And I don't think we have any double green cards. Yeah, we don't. So... Okay. And I think we just keep attacking. They'll probably tap down our guy. Actually, I guess we hold back for the Holy Cow. They are making a lot of treasure. I wonder if they have overwhelming forces. Because I haven't seen them play any splash cards yet, so they're just using this as a way to ramp. Yep. And I'll just let this happen. Last priority. I guess I will kill this thing end of turn. Because... Do I kill it with the unfortunate accident or the throw from the saddle? I guess the unfortunate accident. Okay. Attacks. I think I'm going to throw that thing from the saddle. So they have to spend all their treasure if they wanted to interact. And then I'll pass here. So now they don't have like a removal spell for our commando anymore. And they'll have to actually deal with it. And if they destroy it, then we can Rakdos joins up and it'll actually enter as like a 7/7. Though I would rather use the Rutstein, because if we get the Rutstein back, it's a 5/4 that also nugs them for 4 if it dies. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Well, that is one way to deal with it that we cannot reanimate. And since they're doing that, it tells me that they don't have the overwhelming forces, at least not in hand. Okay. I would rather get the scry value than make this bigger. Is that true? Actually, no, we still get some value. If we throw something in the graveyard, we can, potentially, yeah, I think this is fine. And I think we get back a, red here, right? And we can pass. Next turn, I don't really want to use Rutstein yet. I really wish they had killed our Free Strider instead of exiling it. That is definitely annoying. Just want to make sure that we don't have any reason to keep the pylon around. Okay. I think we just play these two out and say go. I don't see a reason to trade our 7/7 for their 1/3. Because the 7/7's also holding back their double striker. But now we can start draining them with a Blood Hustler. Oh, they did have overwhelming forces. Okay, yeah. I wouldn't have expected them to play like that if they had it in their hand. Like, but I guess they just wanted overwhelming value. But yeah, you kind of have to expect when you're at like 5 wins and 2 losses, if their deck isn't like immediately popping off. Why is that? And probably it's because they have a nutty bomb in their deck. Okay, them searching is really bad for us, of course. I guess we do Rutstein. Get back the Blood Hustler. Play the Blood Hustler. Mourner's Surprise. Get back the Stable Master or the I think the Raven. And we'll play that. And then pass. Yeah, we're definitely losing, but you know. Yeah, very hard. I think this is maybe the second or third best card from a win rate perspective in best of one. Because if you destroy all their creatures and draw 4 or 5 cards, that's like a 8 for 1. So definitely difficult to beat, but I do think we have the tools potentially to beat them here. I'm willing to trade the Rutstein because of that Rakdos joins up play I talked about. Bovine Intervention. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's really cute. Okay. Yeah, love that play. Get our Rutstein back. And we'll get our Blood Hustler back. And we'll play our Blood Hustler, right? Or should we just play our Baron Bertram? I guess we actually just play the Baron here. That way when we play the Blood Hustler, we can at least get an instant crime value from it. And then we will attack with the Raven. And if at any point we draw the Oko, that could be the thing that lets us win. This is also pretty cool. This is, I think I've seen this before, and it's a nice combo. Ooh, they have their own. Nice. So now this... Oh my god. Yeah, they have an awesome black-white deck. This is so cool. I love these kind of just like synergy decks. Oh yeah, let me tap, I'll make a treasure, that'll drain you for 1, that'll make a vampire, that'll drain you for 1. And then it's, you know, of course, got some nice top end too. But I don't think we're out of it. Though I do think they have a better position. Because we can also start draining them. Okay. So yeah, I think we go here. I think we pump. Attack. And actually, can we kill them? Sacrifice another creature. We're actually surprisingly close to killing them. Because if we sacrifice Honest Rutstein, it hits them for 5. And we're going to get to drain them for 2 right here. So they're actually on... They have 2 more turns after this one. If nothing changes on the board. They have a pretty good board though, so... But not really any good attacks. We don't have great attacks except for the Raven, but... The other thing is, though... No, okay, right. Whenever they make a treasure, they gain 1 life, effectively. And they're also going to have all of these 1/1 lifelinkers, so they can start suiciding them in to gain life. So... I guess they're a little farther away than I thought, but... If they, like, kill our Baron, we can sacrifice the Rutstein in response. Nug them for 8, effectively. Yeah, this is definitely an interesting game. Would have been a little more fun if they didn't have overwhelming forces. I'm pretty disappointed that it felt like they had it, and then they kind of baited me by Mystical Tether. I was like, okay, why would they waste their premium removal if they have overwhelming forces? And maybe they hadn't drawn it yet, but... Okay... I think I still want to get the ping value here. And then I am going to sacrifice the Blood Hustler. To draw a card, which will prevent them from getting Scry. And yeah, this is great, because we need to kill the combo. And we drew a removal spell for it. Yep. Pretty good. Ooh, Bounding Felidar. That's a problem. We might have to kill that instead. Then we draw back from there. What does that get us? Actually, can I burn them out here? I think I can, right? Oh, we're just 1 mana short. Let's just double check here. If I attack with Honest Rutstein, they probably just block with a 1/1. I can hit him for 2. Take him to 7. Then I can sacrifice to draw a card. Do we just go for it here? Oh, actually, I think we do, right? Oh, we can actually kill our own Baron, right? Yeah, we can. What does it say? Whenever a legendary creature you control dies. Yep. Kill our own Baron. There we go. Ooh, ooh, does that... Oh no. Okay, I did not think about that, but we almost punted. But wow, that was cool. Killing your own creature for lethal. Yeah. Rakdos joins up, pulling its weight here, getting us a win against a overwhelming forces that was an 8-for-1. So nice. On to the next. Okay, so going into a potential trophy here from a 1-2 start. And this is definitely a bad hand, but playable. Tiny Bones joins up, sure. It's good for me, right? Okay, I think we don't have a 4-drop, so I think it is in our best interest to try to delay this choice. Okay, nice. So now we know that we can safely get the choose blue with it or white. Nah, I'm good. Jolene, the Plundering Queen. Okay, so yeah, here we play the Raven into this. Next turn we'll be able to Badlands Revival. The no, I'm good. So next turn we'll Badlands Revival. The Centipede to kill their Jolene. But they didn't want to trade Jolene, so kind of wondering if we need to do that. Yeah, I think it actually is better to... Oh, it would only be a 4-4. Okay. I guess we just don't get greedy here. Kill their Jolene. And hang back. Our Raven can block their 3-1 pretty well. Like it's done its duty here. And I don't see a huge benefit to trading the Gigapede yet, especially against a green deck that might have like a lot of big guys. Yeah, okay. And now we dance. Yeah, I mean, this is turning out pretty well. I think we go with the I think here we actually go with the conduit pylons for surveil value. No, I think we just take the Lonely Arroyo and just get perfect mana. Though I definitely think there is a strong argument to that. I mean, I guess that would have been a filter land, so yeah, we probably should have gotten that one. But okay, nice. Here I think we will attack with our 6/6 and our 6/2. I think we just attack with the 6/6 here. Okay. They probably have their own reanimation. Or they might have like a desert stew. Okay. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Not the end of the world. And then I think we keep one in hand to discard. Though it is kind of awkward because we might want to Mourner Surprise plus Gigapede. Want that. Okay, I am going to play this out just because the upside is too big. And if they get us, then they get us. It's not the end of the world. And we can hold up our sacrifice as well. And we can start making treasures and drawing cards and making vampires. So, okay, yeah, that makes sense, but we're still going to get value from this, right? So, just got to 2-for-1 them there. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling good, but obviously they could draw something. I think here we attack with the commando. They take it. Okay. I think we're doing pretty well, so I don't see a reason to play the Blood Hustler in case they also have. Okay, nice. Wow. So 1-2 into 6-0. So yeah, that was an awesome deck. Definitely was feeling the pain when we had a couple bad games in a row, but yeah, let's take a look at the deck and just review, you know. So Fake Your Own Death was pretty bad in our deck, I think, but I don't think it was necessarily a terrible card. Just we didn't have enough creatures to play it. Oko obviously is a stupid card. The Gigapede was surprisingly good, especially with the reanimation spells. And the Rakdos joins up, winning us that one game with the legendaries, nugging them for 8. That was pretty cool. Though we almost punted it by letting them gain 2 life off of the off of our unfortunate accident token. We had no reason to make the token, but yeah, really fun deck, really awesome deck. Really cool that this format supports you doing this weird, you know, 3-color double splash. So we're splashing all 5 colors kind of deck and actually do well with it. So yeah, thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like or subscribe to the channel for more. And if you have any thoughts about how this draft went, definitely leave a comment. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.